Hey guys, welcome back to Rockford YouTube channel. For this video, I have some more amazing Amazon Prime Day deals to share with you. This video is all Amazon all the time. I actually had some Walmart deals to share with you, and they all already sold out. I was pissed. There was like 4 or 5 really good deals, and every single one of them was sold out. That sucked. But we have all the amazing Amazon deals still to show you. All of them will be linked down below. We're starting out on the home improvement deals page, and then we're going to go to the individual deals. First up, we have these Aries 8-inch heavy-duty electrical cable cutting pliers. Super handy, especially if you're ever dealing with the thick stuff. You know, if you got a thick one, regular old wire cutters ain't gonna do the trick. You gotta get these thickies. Normally $20 down to $9.96. Here we have the Duratec 6-piece locking pliers set. Normally $40 down to $29.59, so essentially $30 for a 6-pack. It's going to be $5 a piece. Really good deal on a per piece basis. You're also getting that roll up pouch. Now, if you don't want all 6, I have another Duratec locking pliers deal that I'm going to show you in 1 second, but it's just a single plier. Is it still pliers or is it plier? Look, there's just one of them. I like this deal better, though, because you're getting a whole array. And we've had really good luck with the Duratec stuff. It's made by Great Star Tools, and I have several of their items, and they haven't let me down yet. So we have some amount of confidence with these guys. DeWalt screwdriver bit set. It's a driver and drill bit set. 100 piece. You're getting the tough cases, and you're actually getting 4 of them, which you guys know I love those. They're all stackable and lockable and interchangeable, because you can pull the little rails out, and you put this rail over here, you put this rail over here, and you can just customize whatever kind of set you need. $34.98. It's a 4-pack, so that's under $10 a piece. Really like that with the tough case. And I can't remember if we already talked about this earlier or not, but it's the Duratec screwdriver set. Looks like, what is that, a 6-piece set that's over there, plus one of these little guys, little keychain guys. Sometimes that comes in handy. It's not the most handy thing in the world. I actually had one of these under a table leg for years and years because it made it just perfect, so it wouldn't wobble. $11.99 for the little screwdriver set there. So that's the home improvement deals page. Now let's get into the actual individual deals I want to show you. Now this one is not a tool deal, but still a really good deal and something that has been really popular in the past as far as clothing deals that we've put out. So this is the 5-pack, although you don't have to get the 5-pack. It's still a deal at the other ones. Golf polo shirts by Pins Park. These are quick dry, short sleeve collared shirts. So if the 5-pack is your best deal. You're getting 5 shirts for $35 as part of the Prime Day price. Normally $47, or that might be $47.99. So for 5 shirts, and then we have a 5% coupon on the Amazon page. So, doing some basic rounding, let's just say that's $25. It's a little bit more than that. But we're getting 5 shirts. We're like a little bit above $5 a piece on these shirts. You can see I did a video on my second channel on these a long time ago. I really like these shirts, so I can't remember. I think I bought a 4-pack maybe, but I have several of them. So really good. Now, if you open up the Amazon page, if you only want 3, 4, 2, you might even have singles on the page, but your per piece price at $35.19 and that promo code or coupon was the best price. Heavy duty work gloves, impact protection mechanic gloves, synthetic leather, that's another word for fake, touchscreen capable. Now that is one thing I love. I need touchscreen capable gloves. I got a couple pairs that are not, and I listen to music through my phone all the time. Like if I'm out in the yard working, I got the Bluetooth speaker going, or in the garage, whatever. Bluetooth speaker's going, it's streaming through my Amazon app, and I pay for the Amazon Music, so like every song I can think of is available, and I just listen to music nonstop. But the thing, can we just go real quick? Can I digress for 30 seconds? It is terrible at selecting the music I want to listen to. They have a thing, it's called My Likes, and they have a thing, it's My Soundtrack. And for like 2 months, oh, who's that face tat guy that I really hate? Post Malone kept coming up. I'm like, I have never voluntarily listened to any one of his songs. Every single time it comes up, I hit skip, and yet you play it every 5 minutes. Oh my God. I was about to throw my phone one day. I kept playing these things. Anyway, you need the touchscreen capable gloves, because otherwise you're constantly taking your glove off to use the phone. So first off, I love that. Now they're $19.99 as part of the Prime Day price. That's too much. But we have a 30% coupon, so that's taking $6 off. So now instead of paying 20, we're only paying 14, and I feel a lot better about it at that price point. DLY work gloves. Impact protection. That means if you whack the back of your hand, you won't feel it, or you won't feel it as much. I mean, whack away with a hammer and let me know how it goes for you. Well, 12-inch miter saw blade, cross-cutting tungsten carbide. We got an 80 tooth and the 32 tooth. You're getting the 2-pack here, which is actually perfect because earlier today we posted the DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. So if you ended up picking up that saw, or if you want it, look through the website. You'll see it either on the homepage or maybe go a page or two back, because it's currently on sale with the stand, so it's a really good deal. But then you're getting these 2-pack of blades for $34.99. And if we look, Home Depot has it for $51, Acme Tools has it for $77. So we're pretty close to half price there. When oscillating belt and spindle sander, look at that guy, looking sharp. $161.40. It says normally $230. If we look, Home Depot $198.20, Lowe's $198.20 as well. So $30 off ish for the win. Milescraft Grabber Pro Push Block for table saws, router tables, band saws, joiners. It's everything. These are super popular and they don't go on sale very often. I feel like anytime there's any sale on these at all, people jump on it. Because any sale, I don't know, it's like Knipex. You never get half off on Knipex stuff. So even if you just get a couple of bucks, people are all over it because it just generally doesn't go on sale. It has a price, and that's the price you pay when you want it. And, you know, too bad for you. You got to pay full price. So now we're at $29.99 on this. Home Depot is $40. Acme Tool is $40. Of course, with Acme Tools, you got to add shipping to that. So $29.99. Not a huge discount, but $10. What is that? About 25% off? Sonics. Half-inch drive impact socket set, 19-piece SAE. Got 3/8 inch all the way up to the big old 1.5 inch. Radius corner designs coming pretty standard these days. Dual size markings, heavy duty storage case. Love me some Sonics. Have a couple of sockets from them. Very much appreciate them. Look at that nice little array. Half-inch drive going all the way down to 3/8. But I don't know how many times on a 3/8 I've needed a half-inch drive, but I guess I'd rather have it than not have it. I really appreciate a socket set that goes up to these kinds of sizes, because 1.5 inch, if you were to buy that as a single socket somewhere, it is so expensive by itself. Now this says the original price is almost $115, and the Prime Day price is $63.75. And if we look, Home Depot comes the closest at about $12 more, $75. Acme Tools is $83, and then Summit's standing proud at $96.99. So for the amount of sockets we're getting here, 19-piece set, $63, especially them being big sockets. I really like that. Now, I did include this link, as I mentioned in the video earlier today, which, by the way, if you didn't see that video, you should definitely see that video because it had a whole bunch of deals in it, and some complimentary to these, like we were talking about with the miter saw. So check out the earlier video on the Prime Day deals. But I included this little link if you want to check out the other Sonics tools being included, which, by the way, we're getting into day 2 of the Prime Day deals, and I'm pretty interested to see if we have a new batch of deals that will be released, or did they blow their wad all on day 1 and we're just going to get the laggards of things that are still in stock on day 2. Although I was able to find quite a few good deals, I would say overall even just the quantity of items that were on sale was not as robust as a typical Prime Day. This was like a Prime Day Mini or a Prime Day Light. But of course, we're going to have Black Friday coming up, and we're going to do it all over again. And we'll see what happens. Irwin 82-degree black oxide countersink drill bit set. So another handy dandy case, although I hate the picture because you can't see the bits. You always want to see the bits. $27.68, normally $39. And look at that, Acme Tools is $45.99, of course, plus shipping on top of that. So real close to half price right now on the countersink bits. Now this one we have a whole little page of deals for gear wrench. And first up we have the half-inch drive 84 tooth teardrop 17-inch flex head. It's $26.14, normally $41. Now, I was trying to think if this is the exact ratchet I have, because I have a gear wrench flex head half-inch drive. I don't know if it's 84 tooth, but I really like it. It's actually really nice when I'm using it on the wheels, the lug nuts, because I either have to use an extension or the flex head because they're kind of dished in there a little bit. And I know most of the time I should just use the impact, but sometimes I prefer the manual labor. I think to myself, you know what, fat ass, you need some exercise, so why don't you do this manually? So 26.16 on the gear wrench. Now this one, it's the 46-piece 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch drive 6-point pass-through mechanic tool set. SAE metric. It's real nice. You're getting the little ratchet driver, and it's a big set actually. It's $85.71. And if you remember, just a couple of weeks ago, we posted the Crescent pass-through set, which wasn't as full as this one. This has more sizes, but I already got to use that set. And I'm telling you, I really liked the pass-through set because I got a call about a toilet leak. And I was like, oh man, I hate having to do this stuff. So grab the pass-through set. So that would be a perfect use for it. And it was the bowl to tank gasket seal, whatever you want to call it, that was leaking. And of course, we're going to sidebar real quick again. You know, I don't know exactly what kind of toilet this is that I'm messing with. So I go to Walmart, was the only thing that's open. And nearby, by the way. And they had one thing, it says universal though. Universal. I love the word universal. Universal is a beautiful word. You know, it came with the bolts and it came with the seal. I get over there. Universal, my ass, you sucker. It was not universal at all. So I tried reusing the other one and just tried using the new bolts, right? And the old bolts were plastic. Why did they use nylon, whatever they were? Trash. But anyways, the bolts work perfect because you know how them bolts are. They're like 10 inches long, but you only need them to be 3 inches long. So the pass-through set just worked perfectly. Of course, reusing that set and just trying to get tighter bolts didn't work, and I didn't expect it to work, but I couldn't use the seal because the universal seal didn't fit. Stupid carrot toilet, whatever the hell the word's called. Anyway, had to go to Home Depot, and they had the seal with like the cutout ring or whatever, so it would sit properly. So then I had to do it a second time, which means I got to use the pass-through set a second time. And again, it was amazing because it made it a lot easier. Well, not a lot easier, but it did make it easier. Gear wrench, adjustable height, mobile work table, which by the way, leak fixed, okay? Leak fixed. At least it better damn be. 35 to 48 inch. Normally 225, which sounded a little high to me. Even the 142, 44, I wasn't like crazy about. And that's why a couple of these didn't get their own posts. I was like, yeah, it's good. People might like them. They could jump on them. But it wasn't like, bam, this has to be posted. But I could definitely see people getting some good use out of this. A little mobile tray table thing. Now here we have the Gear Wrench 14-piece 6-point combination metric wrench set. It is normally $95 down to $56.22. I have the SAE version of this because I do a lot more with SAE than metric. I'm the opposite of most of you guys. I really like it, especially if you are in a northern climate, if you are in the Rust Belt, as they say. Look, we're slipping nuts all day long, rounding them off. And the 6 points are a lot better for avoiding that, for taking off damaged fasteners or things that are not in pristine condition. Now, the only bad thing about the 6 point is when you're using the boxed end, you get half as many positions for the wrench. So if you're in like a tight spot or something, this ain't the wrench to use, or you're going to want to avoid it. But overall, I think they're worth having a set. So that was the gear wrench ones, and then here's the link to all the other gear wrench deals if you want to check out the other gear wrench stuff. Here we have a Crescent 14-piece 12-point SAE combination wrench set with the tool roll. Look at that, 14-piece set SAE. Now, I wish the actual description said everything that was included, because by the time you go through 14 pieces of SAE, I mean you covering damn near everything. That's a full set right there. Because a lot of times you'll see like little dinky. Sometimes it's like a 5-piece set or something, or a 9-piece set. But 14, there might even be like a 9/32 in that sucker. Anyway, it says normally $73, but only $37.44. Like that's a really good deal with the pouch. So Home Depot's $65.34. Acme Tools is all the way up to $93. That's 3 times the price. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't want the SAE stuff as much, but if you need a set of wrenches, well, that's a nice one. Now we have several Craftsman deals on this page. This one is pretty similar to the DeWalt deal we had in the previous video. I probably like the DeWalt one better, but I still thought this was good enough to at least put it in front of you and let you make your own choice. All about letting you guys make your own choice. I don't want to dictate it to you. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not the government. Like, you make the choice. Mechanic tool set, quarter 3/8, 189 piece. It's going to be $132.30. Got a nice little array of sockets in there, getting a couple of wrenches to go with it. You got the ratchets, you got the hex keys, a little bit of fluff, but really not bad as far as the fluff. That's a lot of purposeful, useful tools in the little kit. Here we got a couple of pliers, the 8-inch and 10-inch 2-piece groove joint pliers. Normally $22 down to $16.98, so that's only $8.50 a piece. Got the comfort grip handles there. And that's kind of like a staple. You got to have those in the toolbox, the tool bag. I actually like use. I got one of those bucket organizer ones, you know? You like wrap the thing with the bucket and it's got all the pockets and everything. That actually worked out really well, especially for a plumbing job where you're going to have like wet stuff. Throw that in the bucket and all the other stuff around the edges. Craftsman, 11-piece socket set, metric, 3/8-inch drive. So $19.98. Now, a very similar set to this. Used to, I don't know about how recently, you could get for about $14.99. But it wasn't this set exactly, unless they have like totally updated the case and everything. Because this is the newer style ratchet, it looks like. It's not the old raised panel, textured ratchet that Craftsman had forever. That looks like a full polished chrome, like the new style they've been doing. Anyway, you do get the little extension with it and a few sockets. Basic set, but nice, compact portable guy. Then here we have the air compressor. It's an 8-gallon oil-free air compressor. Which, by the way, I feel like some people don't like the oil-free air compressors. Now, I have mine out in the garage. It's a little bit bigger than 8-gallon. I don't remember what it is, but it's bigger than 8-gallon. But it sits like that size. It's a horizontal type. I have had that. Well, I've had that for as long as I've had my Caprice. I think I've had it nearly 25 years. Now, I certainly don't use it as much now as I used to because so many things have gone to cordless tools. but it still works. Well, okay, I had one problem with the regulator, and I took it apart and not thinking didn't release the pressure, and there was a spring that I never did find. It went. I'm glad it didn't hit me in the face because apparently it was under a lot of pressure, and I actually found. I think it's like a. It might even be a 10. I think it was smaller. It might have been like a 6 millimeter. Anyways, where that spring used to be, I put a socket. I'm kind of waiting for that to be a bad thing, but I did that years ago, and it's working ever since. I should just replace that part, probably on the safe side, but it's fine. So we'll just forget about it. $207.99 for your Prime big deal price. There's still a place for air compressors, just not nearly as useful as they once were. Here's that other Duratec deal. So if you don't want that whole 6-piece set, we have the 7-inch locking pliers right there. Now it says they're normally $16, which is way too much, especially if we look at that 6-piece set that we were saying. But down to $7.99, it's not as cheap as getting the 6 because that was closer to a $5 price point. But if you don't want all 6, this is still a good deal for what I still think is a quality brand. Not the best brand in the world, but quality brand. You're not going to buy it and be like, ah, this is junk. And that's kind of like the groove joint pliers. You got to have locking pliers. You got to have them. Boy, for me, it's the only way to get like a brake line or a fuel line off. Because that shit rounds every time. I don't care about no damn line wrench. It don't work. Well, actually, they do work pretty well. They work better, okay? Depends what condition this thing's in. I've had some that, man, it looked like a dog been chewing on it. It's totally round. It's got these like jagged edges for me locking on it with the pliers. You know, that also happens when you have 40-year-old cars. You got a camping lantern. Couldn't be a video without some kind of light. I think this is the first light in the whole video. That's like some kind of record. Camping lantern, rechargeable, 1500 lumen, dimmable LED vintage lantern, waterproof, high capacity, portable lantern, lightweight tent light by Favor Bright, and it is 50% off. Look at that guy. Looks all sharp. Even works as a power bank. You can charge your cell phone with it. You see, normally $19.99. Now this promo code's supposed to go through the 20th, but it takes 50% off, so you're only going to pay $9.99 for that guy. 1500 lumens or so, they say, dimmable. I think it looks pretty cool. This is a really amazing deal. Probably should have had it farther up in the video, but we are going to see more of these hand warmers as winter approaches. There's going to be a lot of them on promo code, but I don't know if we're going to get them cheaper than this because this is really good. 2-pack of hand warmers, rechargeable, portable electric hand warmers. I really love these things. Throw it in your pocket or something. Especially you got like a hoodie on and you're sitting there and you just throw them in your pocket. You got your hands there. It just keeps you all nice and toasty warm. But they also work as good as like a little mini heating pad because I feel like you got like a shoulder pain or back pain or knee pain. You just hold that thing on there. It's just as good as a little heating pad. So we got tons of reviews on this thing. 2,600, 4.5 out of 5 top belts. So the prime price is $15. Oh man. Alright, now my computer's going stupid on me. Great, now I gotta edit the whole thing. Jackass computer. So it's $15.19 as a prime big deal price. We have a 20% coupon and a 28% promo code, so we almost cut that price in half. So it's like $7.50, and you're getting 2 of them. So under $4 a piece for the rechargeable hand warmers. Usually these things work as a power bank too. It says USB 2-in-1 hand warmer. But either way, I really like these things. You should definitely have them if you're in a cold climate. Even if you're not, because like I said, you can kind of use it as a heating pad. Boy, what a jackass computer. It's making me edit this whole thing for the last 30 seconds of the video. That's going to add like another 45 minutes now to my posting time. And I'm tired. It's been a long day, fellas. We did a video about midnight yesterday. Then we did a 4 o'clock in the morning video. And then we did a video at like, what was it, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And now we're doing one here at almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm ready to sleep. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe for a next subscriber. I'll see you next time.